What's going on YouTube? GraveCinder here, and welcome back for episode number 24. It's been a couple of days since I uploaded an episode. The previous upload before this one was a tutorial actually on terraforming. So that is up and running if you guys are interested in learning how to terraform on Xbox or PS4. Certainly check that out. But we are back in our town today for episode number 24. And we've got a lot of work to do, traffic-wise. And what I mean by that is, if you guys take a look, last episode we left this this mess right here. So what I did is I did some traffic studying in the game here, and turns out that since this is our only cargo dock or cargo harbor right here, everybody and their mother from this side of town right here is getting onto the highway and going over to the cargo harbor itself. Regardless of if we have two over here on this side, that is too far for them to travel, so they are now just using that one. So the solution for that would be to add yet another cargo harbor right over here. So that is something that we are going to do in this episode. There is one more thing that I want to try, and if it doesn't work, we're definitely not going to keep it, but I want to extend this road right here over to the island over here on this side. So that's something that I have in the plans as well. If we have time, this episode will do it. And I really want to move the water pumping stations from here to a different location. I just haven't figured out exactly where. We do have a lot of room over here on this side where we unlock this new tile, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna go ahead and connect him over here since there is no pollution coming out this way. Aside from that, everything else is doing pretty good. There's really not a lot of traffic congestion anywhere. Everything is running smoothly. So yeah, perfect. So we have a plan for the episode. We're gonna try our best to execute everything within the episode itself. Some things may turn into a time lapse, some may not, some may we build live, but we'll find out here in just a short while. And before we begin working on anything, I did want to do the overview with you guys. So we are sitting at 2.5 million almost in the bank. That's in the bank. That's money we can spend right away, available to us to use. We have 45,000 incoming weekly, which is pretty good. Dropped down a little bit from the 60,000 that we had before, but keep in mind we did add a cargo harbor and a bunch of other facilities over here, and we lost about 5,000 in population, even with adding this this whole block over here. We do have a 46,000 population and growing slightly, and we have a pretty good demand for residential, commercial, and a small demand for jobs. So we'll go ahead and try and satisfy those demands this episode as well. Alright guys, so I thought a little bit more about the bridge over here, and I think definitely that that I want to do it. So in order to accomplish that, we have to delete the keys right there. Also the keys right there. I don't really want the high school or the elementary school right in that particular area, so let's temporarily move both of them. And that's gonna mess with our power lines, just so we don't forget. There we go. Perfect. I will go ahead and destroy both of these parks and the pathways, and also these two parks. So remember, 4 parks is what we need to replace in that area. So let's see. Let's go ahead and drag a road from here. I am gonna use the. Actually, let's do the road with grass. So we're gonna go one unit there. I think right about there should be okay and look just okay. So let's try to freeform it from here. That actually doesn't look bad. I kind of like it. Yep, I think we're gonna keep it. Perfect. Let's go ahead and fix up the area itself. So let's move both the high school and the elementary school right about there, and maybe we can put that ice hockey rink in the middle. Nope, that's not the one. This one, skating rink. Perfect. Oh, that works out just fine. Can put a park right there. Put a fountain right there. And let's go ahead and put another one right there. Perfect. Alright, a couple of pathways, and I think we are done. Let's try to keep it even, because why not?
At Banhammer Bank, we want you to trust us with your money, because it's with your money that we can make you more money. How? It's not funny business. It's
Okay,
money business.
something like that. Let's go ahead and add a couple more of these bigger trees here in the area. Mix it up a little with a couple of the smaller ones. Perfect. Alright, now let's see if we can do anything with these keys to make it look a little bit nicer. So that's about as far as we can go there. Let's select the freeform tool and
feed the money monster. You're listening to Cities Radio. As a radio host, I feel like I have the best job in the world. I get to sit in a studio for hours and hours listening to my favorite music.
I think that should be just okay right there for now. And we can fix up this area over here as well. Oh, we might be able to go, yep, we can go all the way under with this one. Perfect. I mean, I could try to do the same thing over here, but I think we'll leave it. I think it's kind of unique. Yeah, we'll definitely leave it. Perfect. All right. A couple more trees just to complete the area over here. And I'm thinking we can even add an additional park here. Or something. That kind of fits. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and keep it. And next project is going to be the harbor right over here. I think I'm going to mess with the terrain a little bit here, just to kind of make the area look a little bit nicer. Also, what I think I'm gonna do is maybe get rid of this block of apartments right here. I don't think it looks quite as nice as I'd like it to. So this I will go ahead and turn into a time lapse, as it's more than likely going to be a longer project. And I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to terraform. Maybe we can, let's see. Yeah, we can. So if we put a cargo harbor, or not the cargo harbor, just the regular harbor, right here, we can easily connect over to the route. So I think that may be something that I do. And maybe just kind of tweak the terrain there a little bit. Well, in any case, guys, enjoy the time lapse, and see you in a little bit. Alright, guys, and this is what I've come up with. So I'll tell you what I did here. Here I went ahead and I extended the low density residential area just by a small amount, just to kind of fill in the area. I did cover it up with trees to kind of finish off this this exact design. I added a couple of these restaurant piers right here. In this area, what I did is, what is this called? This is called a riding stable. So I added a riding stable, a couple of more commercial buildings over there, and just to show you kind of the design or the placement of the commercial. So I did high density here in the center, so it can still stand out a little bit. couple of offices here and there, nothing too much, and then lower density on the outside, so it doesn't look too too high density, if you will. The cargo harbor, I did adjust it a little bit. I went ahead and removed it. I put the key through, and then I placed the cargo harbor back. And here, if you guys can see, I added just a couple of tennis courts with a couple of pathways around, and some trees. Added a big rock over here, and we'll see how this area fills in. There is one more thing that I was wanting to do, and that is to finally go ahead and connect our metro. So this this portion of the town over here to the high density city itself. So in order to do that, let's check out some routes. See where we can go. I know we have a stop already over here by the university. So I thought about making something pretty simple, and maybe making a stop for whatever reason right here. So something like that. And then one more stop over here in this area, kind of close to right about here. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Perfect. Can kind of curve this one a little bit and come all the way to the university. And I think that is a little too big of a curve. Let's start over here. Cool. And maybe we can follow this main road and connect right there. And then now we are going to want a connection coming out this way. So this might get a little bit challenging. There we go. Perfect. Not as challenging as I thought it would be. And then from here, it would be ideal to run a connection so that's not going to work. That is a-okay. I know with a little bit of terraforming we can make this happen, so let's do that real quick. And let's see if that did the trick. Maybe we gotta let the game run a little bit so the land adjusts. And that did not work. What I thought would happen is, since the land would have raised itself, we would have an easier way to connect it, but I guess not, which is okay. Let's figure out a different way. Okay, that worked. Perfect. It's not pretty by any means, but it will definitely do. Yeah, I don't mind it. I may end up reworking it again, who knows, but for now I think we're gonna be just okay. Alright, so let's do this. Let's connect a clockwise and a counterclockwise route, just circling this area over here. There we go. And then we can make another one going counterclockwise. Perfect. There we go. And now the idea is going to be to have one that that kind of connects this loop right here. And same thing. We're going to have a clockwise and a counterclockwise. And do I think that this is going to be too much traffic for the metros? It could be. We don't know. But we're just going to have to wait and see. And we'll keep checking on it. As you can see, we have about 1,300 people using our metro system right now. Come on, I just saw it show up. There we go, create a new line. Okay, perfect. So let's leave it. What I will do is, now that we have made all of these changes, I'll run the game, let's say, for 2 weeks. So we're at 11/18/2030 right now. Let's say I'll be back 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. The reason I'm doing this is I want to see how the traffic reacts now that we have added an additional cargo harbor here. So they're not all using the highway over here in this area. And if that doesn't fix the situation, then I guess we're just gonna have to deal with it and figure out a different way. So I'll make a very short time lapse of this, and I'll be back in just a few moments. Alright guys, I am back, and yeah, we have fixed the traffic. And this area over here is developing pretty nicely. I may add a couple more lower density commercial areas right over here. But I think for now this turned out really nice. I mean, check out the contrast here. I actually really like it between the high density commercial and the lower density commercial. And then you have a couple of offices around as well. I think it looks really nice. We are definitely having a small to a medium death wave in the city. And because lately we lost a lot of population, the farming industry, forestry industry, and oil industry is suffering a little bit from not enough workers, which is 100% understandable. There is absolutely nothing that I'm going to do about this. This is all going to fix itself. I'm okay with it. And how it'll fix itself is once we zone more residential. Oh, by the way, there is one more thing that I wanted to do. I will add an additional cemetery. So not the crematorium, but the cemetery itself. And if you guys watched I think it was 2 episodes ago, I did mention that there's an achievement that I wanted to unlock. So that is the reason that I'm placing cemeteries as opposed to crematoriums. There's a couple of crematoriums too. We'll leave them. But cemeteries are going to be our focus for now. And I think we can even, if it'll fit. Oh, no it won't. Alright, I thought that would have been a really nice area for it. But I do want to place one more. Because this one over here is filled up. Let's see about maybe... placing one somewhere over here in this area, but it's not going to fit anywhere. Unless we place it right there. So you know what? That's it. That's the area. We're gonna go ahead and keep it. And that looks good to me. We are having some ship or boat traffic over here as well. But I'm 100% okay with that. I'm 100% okay with anything keeping cars out on the road. They're stacking up over here mainly because we only have one cargo harbor. I'm sorry, not cargo harbor, but the regular harbor. And I'm okay with that. And alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode over here. I think we did pretty well in this episode. We fixed a huge traffic jam that we had over here. And everything is working. I think for the next episode what I am gonna do, now this is a think, I'm not 100% sure, is that since we have all of this area over here and we do have a lot of residential demand, I may start zoning a residential, low density residential area over in this block, but I will give that a little bit more thought before I 100% commit to it. I know we're out of room pretty much everywhere else to build anything as far as residential goes until we unlock an additional area. And over here guys, I'm sure that that you saw that so far I have cleared out all of the trees, and the reason I cleared out all the trees is because this right here is going to be something special. What I'm thinking about doing over here is a lot of unique buildings and making it a tourist attraction. And the thought and the idea is that this area here will not, absolutely not, have any road connections to any of the city over here. So it's going to be just traffic via, let's say, train or boat, ship, or maybe even metro. But that is something that I'm working on. I haven't already 100% decided exactly how it's going to look and what the layout will be. but look out for that in the future episodes. I think that it's going to be pretty epic. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. It really helps out my channel. I think we're just a little bit over 350 subscribers right now, which is absolutely great. I didn't think that that this would grow as quickly as it is, but
This is Cities Radio.
I'm thankful. I really am. And as always, guys, have a good time.
Thank you.